Welcome to Techbrothersit. In this video, we are going to learn toDF function in a PySpark. toDF function returns a new data frame with new column names. It is used to rename all columns in the data frame at once. So make sure the number of new columns names matches the original columns, so they should be exactly the same number, otherwise you're going to get some error. And here's my sample data. We have ID and name here, and then I'm creating this original df and I'm calling it to create data frame and using this sample data, and I have columns here, ID and name. After the data frame is created, I'm using .show function to see all the records from this data frame. And here I'm renaming the columns by using toDF function. So I'm creating a new data frame renamed underscore data frame is equal to original data frame, and applying the toDF function here. And instead of saying ID and name, I'm renaming to the user ID and name to the full name. So you see that I have two columns here, and this is exactly I have provided here, and they are in the same kind of order. So I'm not saying full name here and then use ID here. So keep the same way, because it's going to take in a sequence and then rename them as is, so you want to keep them exactly the same order. So now once we are done, then I'm showing you rename underscore df, and here I'm just printing the schema before and after. So original schema dot print schema is going to show us the schema here, and then rename d underscore df print schema is going to show us the schema after we have applied the toDF function on it. Okay, so here is just a script in case error happen and you have given less number of columns and all that, then you will get some error. So I'm handling that as well. So take a look here, and I will show you outcome here. So this is our original data frame, and we have seen that we have ID and name, and then we have a few records here. And data frame after renaming columns to the DF, you can see that we have renamed to the user ID and full name, and then schema was before the original schema for original data frame was ID and name. And then you can just see that this is how it was looking. And once we applied the toDF function, then we have changed the column name from ID to the user ID, so we have that there, and name was changed to the full name, so we have that there, and we are just displaying this data frame after the change. And in case old column names, I just printed that out, ID and name, and new column names is only one name in case if that's the issue happen here. So now let's test that in case of we want to produce this error. So now right there, so I removed the second column, and let's execute that again, and here you can see that so now we are getting some error, and it's a number of columns does not match. So old column names ID and name, and the new column name is only this one. That's the problem, so that's why you need to have two column names. And it also is telling us here you need to put an extra column. So in this case, if I will say first name, so now we should be all good. So we can execute right there. It's gonna take that, and now you can see that we have a change to the first name. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.